So yes, I wanted to see in your mind, like, how do you think we can collaborate together? Because I mean, you guys have an amazing technology. We just launched our wellness program, so I want to see like how we can have a win-win to move forward and do great things together.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that what it comes down to, Nima, is, I mean, truly we know nutrigenomics is complicated. It's confusing. We are the company that makes it simple. And you've got the providers that truly love what we do are the ones that you use all the layered modalities. And that, you know, the energy work, the different things that you're using. And I think that we just come in as foundational support at a genetic or at a cellular level. And then you get to practice beyond that with other things. That's what makes what we do so powerful. So I guess really what do you where do you see this fitting into your practice, just so I could kind of help you, because I truly have helped we've helped well over 500 clinics now launch our stuff. And I mean,
Nice.
you're already partnered with so many providers. And to me it just yeah. So tell me what you're thinking.
So we launched a wellness program. So we have hundreds of bio practitioners in the States now. And my goal is to create some sort of like a business model for them so that now that they've learned, they know how to use the technology to actually have like a business model so they can do this full time. So,
To use your bio well to track results and to say, hey, this is working, but we still see some things here that we can come in and support more. Is am I correct?
exactly. With the BioWell, we do before, like after measurements of people's energy body, and we can get
Hmm.
like real time information. Have you ever seen like a scan or see what that information looks like?
I saw one. I share what the scan looks like, please, because I've seen the actual unit,
Okay.
but I would love to see I would love to see like what are we okay, yes, it's been a bit.
So this is
Yes, I've seen
information
that.
when we scan somebody, this is information that we can pick up. And then if you come on like click on
Hmm.
different areas and then go to information, it gives us like all different systems like right eye, like jaws and teeth, thyroid, throat, like all this information and gives us energy values here. So
Hmm.
now ideally these numbers should be between 4 and 6. If it's over
Okay.
6, automatically gets a yellow color. That means that hey, this system is overactive. Okay.
Right.
And if it's
Hmm.
below 4, which we don't have anything in this picture, but then it would show like an orange color, and that would show that that system is maybe underactive,
Right.
kind of like here. Okay.
Right.
So then
Okay.
what we want to do is now make corrections. So this is when we're looking at the a photonic emission or bioscan of a person, this is them in that specific moment, right? So
Right.
now I have created software that will take this information and it will generate like average information of, let's say, like a month information of a person. Then we can get the average information and then based on that, know exactly what are the systems that are repeatedly shown that they need attention, not necessarily just one time when we scan somebody.
Right.
So now with that information, which is this software, let me show you the software that we created, like something like this.
Oh my gosh, your desktop looks like mine, and look at all the windows.
I know. I go mad myself sometimes. So in here, we've created this software now that we can look at a scan. So I can go and look at like a scan of this person. You can click on one of their scans. It'll give me the information here. And then I can click on, okay, what needs attention? So then it shows me all the systems that need attention for that person that are out of range. Okay.
Right.
Now, let's say we collect a whole bunch of scans of this person over a few days or a month or whenever.
And is that, please tell me, is that what you normally do? Do you take them in and scan them multiple times in a month, or do the individuals have the scanners themselves?
Both. So we have centers that we send people to get scans, and we have many
Uh-huh.
people that already have the BioWell that
Okay.
they're scanning themselves.
Okay.
So
Okay.
most of the people that have the BioWell, they're practitioners and they're connected to like hundreds of regular people.
Right.
So
Okay.
now from here, we can kind of like filter to see, okay, these are the systems that needs attention for this person. And then
Right.
I need to be able to give them some sort of a custom solution.
Right.
So that's what I'm looking for, some sort of a solution. And you guys, I know you guys do the swap to get this information, but we do the scan to get that information. So can we
Right.
replace this instead of doing the swap to take this information and based on this generate their custom supplement?
No, I couldn't.
You couldn't.
No, because truly, I mean, in what we do, it is, I mean, I'm sure through some kind of programming we could, but my science is per gene, hundreds and hundreds of sources of why the gene has the propensity to function optimally or doesn't, and the very specific nutrients that has been clinically and scientifically validated to put in for that gene. So I think it's, I mean, we need, besides the bio well, we still need to see their genetic makeup, because here's what starts happening. You start addressing these pathways that could, that's where you then see the improvement, because genes don't play alone, they play in all these systems. So but I have to have the genetic, to call my machine, I have to have the genetic information.
Okay.
If not, we'd be making up an entire new, I mean, that is truly the genetic makeup, and each of the genes is because of science behind them. That's where the custom formulation comes from.
Okay. So then how do you see us working like kind of like together with that?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of things. I mean, I think one, you know, you're looking at their systems, but let's also look at the genetic component of them to show us your strengths and your weaknesses, and then that custom formula. I mean, it would be interesting to see somebody that's using BioWell now and do their genetic component. How does it match up with this? This is, your genetics are yours for life. Where you have your weaknesses and strengths, you're going to have those for life. But then this is like, hey, this is where you're currently at. This is what's going on. And we bring in the custom formula, but then you put your life wave patches and your, you know, hey, we're going to recommend this and this and this for you. And then scan them again and see. And that's, I mean, that's kind of what, I mean, I would think would be, I mean, those are two things I use. I use my customized and I use my LifeWave patches. But
Yes.
you know, I mean, I mean, you've got to have a way
So
to
see, that's what I've
this.
done for the patches. So I've created a system now that
Yep.
based on the scan, it will go and it will recommend your patches.
And so instead of an off the shelf product, your scan would say, hey, we recommend for whole body health, you get on the foundational. And then because of the scan, I want you to get this patch or this patch, like you're doing. That's what I said, layered modalities. This isn't the end all be all, but you're
Hmm.
taking them to, this is them personally, right?
Hmm.
Foundationally at a cellular level, and then you do your other layered modalities. I mean, I honestly, I see it working beautiful, and if it does work really well, then I would say that you would see us wanting to promote your bio well to our providers as well.
So do you, I'm just trying to see, like, can we create an app? I mean, the swap, yes, like I would love to work with you on the swap to, I'd love to know the business model behind it of how we can get our practitioners on board. And
Hmm.
because Jenny was telling me that I guess there is there's some sort of a affiliate like a profit share that you guys offer to practitioners that refer to you.
Correct.
So that's one way I would love to entertain that conversation. And then secondly is can we do you see like us a way that I'm creating this for LifeWave to create this for your product line? That once we select, then automatically comes and be like, okay, based on the scans, these are maybe the supplements that will be good for you.
Correct. But let's go back to the fact so let me share my screen really quick,
Okay.
just so you can see, just so it makes sense.
Yes.
Give me a minute. We're smart. We can figure this out.
I'm
I do
sure.
know that.
I'm sure.
Okay. So in our system, I'm going to take you into my personal portal.
Okay.
Okay. So, oh, I didn't log in. All right. So this is where all my DNA results are held. right? I
Okay.
mean, and this is all of the reports that, so this is how we formulate. Again, we have one custom formula on 22 SNPs that hits all the body systems, right?
Okay.
So when I go to shop, when I go to shop, I get my custom. It's my custom formula, either in capsules or either in capsules or powder. I don't do multiple different off the shelf supplements. I do a single customized formula for the individual, which looks like this. This is my custom formula.
Okay.
Do you see? It's very complex.
I understand.
So, I mean, this is foundational wellness for an individual as far as that goes. So I'm just trying to, I mean, I don't recommend, oh, you need C and you need D and you need this. I put it all together based on science of exactly the dosing and everything based on the genetic components.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I understand. So then, in that case, the only model would be just referring practitioners to you so that they can do the swap maybe in their practice, and then to
Right, but
get.
if you had it inside of here where it did program and said, "Hey, based on," so here, let me go back and share something else. Let me get back in here and share. So, we have this summary report and like yours, here's your significant support areas, here's your moderate. I mean, we tell them right away. Here's your significant, here's your moderate, here's where else it's going to help. I mean, I think it's a simple build out. Foundation, I mean, you could have this for foundational nutrition, you pull this in, and then you could see based on scans. So, for example, you see, let me just give you example of me. This is me. I have all the heart markers. I'm like that's where a lot of my problem. It holds true with my family, etc.
Okay.
So when I go do heart rate variability testing, they always say, "Are you taking a good omega?" So yes, I take a good omega on top of it. That's where your providers get to come in and say, and offer, okay, based on this, these two life wave patches would be the best. Your custom foundational would be great. And then we would recommend one other, whatever, right? Whatever. I mean, I don't know exactly what your whole protocol is, but that's how I see it. I could see it working in that regard.
Okay, so that's yeah. Okay, let me wrap my head around that one. So the foundational products that you had into that supplement, are they pretty much all the same per individual, or they're vary for everybody? There's like different formulations, or it's like the same
I
different
can have one.
amounts.
I could have one in. We advertise 400 million. I could have one in about 22 billion different formulas. Literally, when I hit order, it goes and it will literally it does a batch. It's very complicated, like algorithm that's been written. It understands my barcode and it knows exactly I need 8,000 IUs of vitamin D. I need this many micrograms. Everybody's is truly customized just to them.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
That's
Like
beautiful. I love that.
I just had two twin brothers. They own a large medical health company, and they said our genetics are similar, and we've had all these companies that tell us they're personalizing, and then every time we get our personal formulas, they're identical because we're very similar. With your formula, that's what we saw. Even though we're very similar, we have a few genetic variants that are different of each other. Our formulas are different.
Mm-hmm.
We are literally customizing just for the individual. Like my children have similarities to me. None of us have the same formula. None of us do.
And when you do this swap, that's a DNA swap test that they're doing on their DNA.
It's a cheek,
Mm-hmm.
yep, it's a cheek swab.
It's a cheek swap.
So it's a simple at home test. It takes less than 5 minutes to do the test and register the kit. and then it gets sent into the system, and they become a barcode. When it funnels all the way back through, the dynamic reports are created in the portal so that somebody can see them. And that calls, and then that literally tells you, we are very transparent to tell you exactly what your formula is going to look like before you even order it.
Hmm. Okay. And then what is the model for, because if we were to include this as a like an offering for our wellness program, because we charge
Hmm.
$3.99 a month, and we give them access to four different modalities in our network. So
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe that this could be a way of maybe like one of the months that we can give them access to, like the first month that they come on board, to have to do a swab test, and we can look at their genetics and then create that as one of the steps in their wellness journey. What do you think of that?
Right. I like it. I mean, the thing is ultimately your genetics are your own blueprint. I mean, and getting to the bottom of what you're doing and understanding, you know, I just was on the phone with a girl that's with LifeWave. And she said, I mean, we were sitting there talking about the fact that it doesn't matter what, one single modality is not going to get you to where you need to be, right? So understanding the body's propensity to have the energy in the cell, the mitochondrial function, right? But
Hmm.
then how are you activating it? That's the life wave patch, right? But not only that, it's internal nutrition to give the cell what it needs to be able to. This is where the program you're building and then the product that I bring could solely, I mean, it could just work together. It could work together beautifully.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to, yeah, their genetics are their blueprint. It is what dictates that for nutrient absorption, the what, the why, the dosing, everything. So yes, I think that understanding that from the get-go, and that one of your recommendations always is, hey, foundationally, we recommend this. This is the customized, but because of everything else that's going on with you, these other things would be highly beneficial to you and your life. Come back and we'll scan you again in a week or whatever it is.
So now, when they do the genetic testing, do they get like a PDF report or something like about like their genomes?
This is what they get. This is what they get. They get a summary report. They get the code report. The code report literally lines up with the product. We tell you gene by gene how we're going to formulate, and we attach it all to the science. They get, and then we break. So look, I know we went through this a while back,
Is
but
there a way you
let's
can
just
email
look at
me a
this.
sample of those reports? Because then I could see how that would work with our
Yep,
software.
yep. So here's what we do. We tell you APO gene and the RS. What is its broad function and what other report it's reported in. So as you start to watch ATP5C1 mitochondrial function, what it does, it's in the cognitive brain and energy report. The COMT, this is where it becomes powerful. COMT is part of the methylation pathway. We tell you all, are you struggling with body mass index? Are you struggling with cognitive and brain? Are you struggling with detox, gut and microbiome? This is to give you your roadmap, and you start to see a lot of these genes play roles in multiple categories.
Okay.
Hence, that's the reason for all of these. So somebody says, hey, I'm really struggling with detox. We give you the key genes that impact detox, but now we tell you, here's its broad function, but here's its function in detox. Your providers would see this even more clearly if that person was, and you'd go, oh, these would be great for you, or that the glutathione patch would be great, or, whatever.
And that's exactly what I love to build, is not just look at the bioworld data, but look at the gene information, look at all the different information, the physical. We just partnered with a medical technology now that we're using bioworld to pick up energy information. But now we're
Mm-hmm.
able to, using HRV, we're able to pick up so much information using the physical body. And that could
Right.
be something that maybe we can have a conversation down the line on this one, because that's a new technology that we can have people take home these HRV units that's wireless, and then they can
Hmm.
connect, and then they have an app that they can put in like everything they're eating, and then we can measure that they're actually their index of the food that they're consuming, and then we can using the software we can create a clinical like nutrition diet based on what they're having, and then we can test it. So they're home as
Hmm.
they're having those, they can measure themselves again, and all of the information comes to the software. So your practitioners can really be on top of like everything that's going through with people that are actually like using these products now to offer them maybe a membership to even like monitor their wellness and be able to offer them like new things to help them improve.
Right. Well, I mean, this is so your device itself, I mean, is something that's been definitely of interest because we now where we are now daily. We've got a lady, or I don't know if it's a lady or a man. They didn't sign it. They said your product is the wildest thing I've ever done for myself in my life. When I've tested it now 3 times. I take it, all the body aches and burning and everything that I have in my body is gone. I stop taking it, it all comes back. I get back on it and it all goes away. They go, I've tried it 3 times. The types of stuff that we're getting, because we're going to a cellular level, it is impacting people at such a high level. It's just in the past, and just like a big hospital system, they'd say they're doing nutrigenomics. And I said, great, are you ready to step into this? Well, how are they doing nutrigenomics? Are they sending people out the door with 70 different supplements? That's not realistic. It's not, it's taxing. Is the dosing correct? No, that is what we have here. And I do know that.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I think that, yes, we just have to figure this out.
Yes,
I
definitely.
think I think that if you tested with us and you saw your results and you saw your formula and you go and then you could look at your bio well and because you've been doing your bio well that's why I myself would love to do the bio well to see like where I'm at. I would have loved to seen where I was before,
Hmm.
and then now, because this is what I'm looking for, ways that we can track the results.
Yeah, and we are a research company. So if you're ever interested in doing research, I can get Dr. Krotkov involved. We can do a study for you guys. Like usually we do 40 to 50. That's the study we're doing for LifeWave right now. And we can publish the
Yeah.
research for you through universities. So there's a lot of ways that we can do research as well.
We were ready to do that. We were ready to do that a little over a year ago. We were ready to launch a trial. Here's the thing that's been really difficult, is the fact that I don't have one ingredient. I've got upwards of 73 or 76 ingredients. The second thing is everybody's different. Your formula is not the same as the next guy's. So everybody kept coming to me going, oh, yeah, we'll do a study for you. Give us one of your ingredients. And I'm like, I can't give you an ingredient. So when we were going to the IRB, we finally nailed 3 categories. We were going after metabolic health. We were going to go after pain as it related to fibromyalgia. And the last one, we were going to go after sleep as it related to anxiety and depression as a whole.
Hmm.
But as I started to look at it, we have to recruit to those categories. I don't want to do that.
Mm.
I don't want to recruit to the categories. So in lieu of that, we are looking at possibly doing a real world study with a lot of doctors that see everything from cancer to autism. I want to see the full effect of what's being reported by these doctors that are seeing their patients and tracking. So that is on the agenda this year when we get there, but it's not top priority this very moment.
Yeah, one of the ways that'd be really
You get it?
awesome. Yeah, definitely. But whenever it's the right time for you, what we could do, and
Hmm.
we've done this in the past, and it's been very successful, that we can get maybe like I don't know, 30 or 40 practitioners based on the number of research that we want to do. And we
Right.
can have them do the testing and sending and creating their custom supplementations for them. And then we do their baseline before they start. And then we take them through, let's say, a month of using the product. And then we keep on, taking measurements on a weekly basis to see like how they're
Hmm.
actually, the products are influencing them. And then the
Right.
baseline and the scan we do after a month, that's going to be a powerful result that if we have it for 30, 40 people, then we can individually show even what percentage of improvement on individual systems in the body. That would be powerful.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right. So what are the next steps for us? I mean, this opens
Would
so
it be
many
possible
things.
to just do a test with me so I can just get a better understanding of like how we could do this? Like maybe I could do a swap and then get some samples and then start testing myself to see like how can I introduce this and how can we really do it in a big way? Because I'm very, very intrigued and I want to
Hmm.
see it, how can we do it in a, a bigger way?
I agree. I get it. Yes. I mean, are you asking for me to send you a free DNA sample or DNA swab kit?
Is that possible? And I'll do the research for you for free for myself, so we don't have to really
Yeah.
exchange anything.
If
Yeah.
you're going to tell me, if you will tell me how you do with that when you get it, I mean, yeah, I'll send you a DNA test.
Okay. Yeah, and I just want to see the process that's involved. And then, to my understanding, there's a 25% profit sharing that you do with practitioners that recommend to you. Is that
Hmm.
correct?
We have 30% to play with. Okay.
30%, 30% to play with.
We have
Okay.
30% to play with. Let me tell you how that works right now. Currently, um, and we set it up as a two-level affiliate program purposely for the reason I have a lot of affiliates that call on providers. I have some affiliates that have 50 plus providers that are carrying this product, right?
Uh-huh.
So the end provider makes the majority of the money. When
Hmm.
they refer a client, we don't have a big markup on the DNA test kits, just so you know.
Hmm.
I don't want to come in and charge you $1,300 for the genetic test. I virtually charge you enough that I can pay my affiliate or my provider a commission on it, and that's it. After that, the provider that is the seller of the product, they get an ongoing commission of 25% on the supplements. The person that referred the affiliate gets 5% on all supplement sales. That's where the 25 and 5 come in. So
Okay.
it's a two-level affiliate. So in reality, let's just say that you say, "Yep, I want my end provider to make the biggest." Then they would make the 25% and you would make 5% just on the passive income of the patients that they are serving.
Hmm.
That's what you would do. I
Okay.
have another very large set of clinics. He doesn't want to do it that way. He wants because of his protocols, he wants to make 15% of reoccurring revenue on everything that his providers do. I don't know how this is going to fly with them, but he's like, "Oh no, we're splitting it 15 and 15." And I'm like, "Okay, but if they see anything else, that's what's published out there. It's 25 and 5."
Hmm.
Um, and I have several affiliates that are making two, three, $4,000 a month on that 5%.
Hmm. Yeah, it can
I
add
mean,
up definitely if you have a
it
large,
adds
yeah,
up.
if
And
you have
if
a
you've
large
got a lot
network.
of providers, I mean, you're providing all these amazing protocols. You're just the introducer of it. They're the ones that are implementing. In my opinion, they should make more
I think so too.
from
Yeah.
the sale. And you just get the benefit of some extra through it. And
Yeah,
then
for sure.
we come in on the backside. We do free education. We do the education for all consumers on our product. And then we always send them back to their provider.
That's perfect. No, yeah, that would work. So yeah, definitely we can do it that way also. So yeah, I just want to see like how we can do it in different ways and make it really amazing so that we
Yep.
can, yeah, use. And if you can send me some samples of the reports that you have, I'll have our programmers work on that to see if we can somehow combine that information to make
I'm going to just send, it'll be easiest for me just to grab all mine if you don't care. I don't care
no,
that my
perfect.
reports are out there.
Perfect.
Um, we do test 103 actionable SNPs. We formulate on 22. And people are like, "You only formulate on 22 of the 103." And I'm like, "How much more could I fit in a jar?" Right? That's one. Two, if you look at the entire methylation pathway, the way that we're formulating on the FUT2, the MTHFRs and the MTRR, they're literally redundant with the AHCYs and everything else. So there's some redundancy. And then lastly, there are genes that we cannot formulate on. Let me give you an example. I just am going to share this.
Okay.
Sorry, Kate. So what we've gone in and done is inside somebody's portal, we've done all this, we've done education and we do a call. So we did a call on food sensitivities based on genetics. So And these are the four genes. MCM6 tells us your propensity to be lactose intolerant. CYP1A2 is about caffeine metabolism, and these are two gluten genes. Anyway, and so we report them in the full list, but then they get this quick reference guide that they can take and compare to their genetic results.
Okay.
I'm not going to do dynamic reports on every single topic, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
I give quick reference guides and we do calls and they're housed in a portal so somebody can come back and they're like, I never realized that gluten could be causing all this inflammation in my body, right?
Yep.
But we can tell them about their propensities.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's perfect.
All right,
and then
so
you guys
let's
charge $159 a month for people that go on the program, correct? From what I remember. And then how long do they have to usually, how long do they stay on the program?
I have been on this product for 7 years and I will not come off of it. It is, if you look at the formula, it's plant-based nutrition, vitamins, minerals, micronutrients. It's a lot, it's whole food based.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and since we've talked, I got all of the excipients out. It's a very clean product. It's third-party tested 3 times, from raws to blends to final product. When I make this for somebody, every time I do a batch, I have to send it to third-party testing before I can send it off to the individual.
Gotcha. Perfect. Okay, love it.
Yeah. All right, so let's do this. What I need from you is to send you a DNA test kit.
Okay, so I'll send you my shipping information.
Yep. And will you send me an email too, just so I have your email?
Yes.
Are you going to send that via email right now?
I can send it to you via email, yeah.
Yeah, that works. Or text, whatever is easy. I know I've got your phone, but
What's the best email for you?
Kim at snipnutrition.com.
And SNP, was it 2 P's?
No, just one. SNIP.
SNP.
I know. Everybody's like, you named your company. It sounds like a vasectomy company. And I'm like, no, I did it purposely because now you're not going to get it. So we're looking. I know everybody laughs about it. And I go, are you going to forget the name now? No. A lot of people can't say Neurogenomics. So, and you never remember how to spell it. So that's why we did SNP Nutrition. But we're looking at single nucleotide polymorphisms, and those are called SNPs. And in the medical world, they pronounce it SNP without the I, but that's why the DNA helix is in the I. So it's SNP.
I love it.
You're not going to forget any of that now, will you?
No, it got hacked in that. Arcadia, Lucerna.
Are there 200 of these, Kate? Okay. I'll show you. There's more downstairs. We're going to box them back up in here, and then there's more boxes of these. Oh, no, there's more in one of these boxes in here. There's 6 more, I'm sure.
Okay, so you just want what else do you want me to send you in the email?
I want your address to ship you a DNA test kit.
Okay.
I want your email, and I've already got your phone number over here.
Perfect. So
yeah, I mean, I think you've got an audience already with all of your Gaia healers. I mean, just say, hey, we are rolling this out. We just need to figure out, do we need to do any type of other API connects from you to our system? Because the only way for us to currently call an order, you have got to be plugged into my system. My system hits my lab portal system, hits my machine to call to customize for a person. It's all connected.
Okay, so I mean, the way I'm looking at it right now is to can we sell the patch, the genetic testings, the swabs on our website, so then we could just sell it to the practitioners, and then with like an information kit of, okay, now that you do this, these are the steps.
Yep.
And then we just need to have like a.
So let's see. Let's log out here. Sorry, I've got her prepping me for all of my all of my stuff to take to Texas. Okay, so you would come right here, and do you want to be a wellness professional or an affiliate as Gaia? I just want to show you.
Whatever you
So
think is going to be better
let's just
for us. Yeah.
let's just think. Well, let's say okay. So this is all that happens. So let's just say this was you, right,
Okay.
Nima? Anyway, so you literally would set this as Gaia Healers,
Okay.
right? When you're done. And then you would just, we'd say exclude your patients from DNA reports you've read, and you just sign up. You're signed up now.
Oh,
You are,
perfect.
that's all you need to do.
Okay. And then it gives me a link and everything, and then we can put that maybe a QR code, send it to people, and direct them your way.
Yep. And anytime somebody hits snipnutrition.com/Gaia Healers, then they literally would be on your site. Then I've even gone the next step. So let me find one. Give me a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to show you one of my providers' portals. Let me see somebody that wouldn't mind. Okay, so then I have it set. Okay. Share my desktop. Let me know if this does this. I want to go to File, New Private Window. This is one of my provider's websites. That's her referral link, right?
Mm-hmm.
snipnutrition.com/lifetime. I even have it that individual providers can do their custom landing page. So you could literally say, you could have Gaia Healers logo right here
Okay.
on my site, and you could say, whatever you're saying, and then your providers could literally enroll with you as a wellness provider. I've got it all linked to do everything for you.
Perfect. Okay. That sounds great.
I know. I mean, I had to build it all in one so that it can track. It can do everything.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Wonderful job.
But
So,
then, yeah, you plug it into yours.
okay. So then I just go on the website and I start that, and then that way, as soon as we do the research, then we can share the research. And if you see great results, if you want to publish, then we have access to Dr. Krotkov. We can do, tons of work together.
That sounds good. That sounds good. All right. So you go ahead and enroll as a wellness provider. Set up your Gaia Healers as the referral code.
Okay.
I'll go in and I'm going to ship you a DNA test kit.
Sounds good. I'll take care of that.
Okay. And then when you get the kit, what you will do is you will log back into the account that you're setting up right now, and you will click register kit, and it will connect to that account. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Does that work?
That works.
And
Beautiful.
if you've got questions, you can let me know. All right. I'll put the order in. I'll put the order in as soon as we get off.
Awesome, Kim. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.
Yep,
As soon as
and
I
we'll talk
get at
soon.
work, yeah, we'll
Yep.
jump on another call and continue the conversation.
Sounds great. Have a good day.
Thank you. You as well. Great
All
to be
right,
back
bye.
with you. Bye.
Bye.